Words, 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 words. Yes, we're at it again. Learning how to use persuasive language features to inspire and motivate. In part 1 of this presentation, we revised the language features that you were already familiar with. And you should be starting to feel really confident identifying and using these. Now, you are going to learn some new ones. Modality, particularly high modality, is often used in motivational speeches. Remember, modality allows the speaker to express their opinion about what they are saying by tempering the meaning or expressing personal judgment about what they are speaking about. In particular, it allows a speaker or writer to take a particular angle on events, that is, a way to express their assessment of possibility, probability, obligation, and conditionality. For example, the possibility that something might happen could range from possible to probable, from certain to definite. So you can think of modality on a continuum from low to high. You can use modal verbs, nouns, adjectives, or adverbs. Here are some examples of each. So some modal verbs are must, shall, will, should, ought. Some nouns, possibility, necessity. Modal adjectives, possible, probable, likely. And modal adverbs, possibly, certainly, perhaps. And in all of these examples, you can see this continuum that we're talking about. If you're trying to persuade an audience, it won't be very effective if you are unsure about your position. Imagine if you said, "You might win." It doesn't motivate or instill encouragement or excitement, does it? So, high modality is needed. You would say, "You will win." This motivates. Tricolon. You use this when you have two or more clearly defined parts of a sentence, usually clauses, that are increasing in power and importance. So instead of just saying, "I was there," you might say, "I came, I saw, I conquered." Or instead of "I feel good," you might say, "Love, live, be free." You could use it in any way you like, but it's a nice way to push home an idea and inspire emotion and excitement in your audience. Using a tricolon can become your power line of the speech that you repeat. Rhetorical questions are questions that are asked to provoke thought rather than require an answer. When a speaker asks a question, he or she doesn't want the entire audience to call out an answer, but it's an automatic reaction for the audience to think about the answer, and this gets them involved. This gets them thinking. So you can just tell the audience the answer, or first ask the rhetorical question. So for example, you could say, "This is important because success matters." Or you could put it like this: "Why is this important? Because success matters." So be daring like Hannah with your language. Another useful text structure in persuasive writing is called parallel structure. You know what parallel means, right? When something runs parallel, it means it is side by side and usually keeping the same distance apart. These arrows are parallel, aren't they? So what might this mean when applied to writing? A parallel structure is when you put two or more words or phrases or clauses side by side that are similar in length and form. Sounds a bit abstract, but seeing an example will make sense of it. Look at the following examples and see if you can pick the one that is not an example of parallel structure. We play like warriors, we win like heroes. Think about who you want to be, why you want to be remembered, and how you want to live. They live in fear and never really become free. Did you pick it? The first two examples are examples of parallel structure, but the third is not. No element in the sentence has the same function or expresses a similar idea, but in the first two examples they do. How could we change the third sentence to use parallel structure? How about, "They live in fear, they don't know freedom." Or, "They never let go of fear, they never become free." You can see that parallel structure is a stylistic choice that makes the ideas being expressed more powerful and engaging to the audience. A really famous sentence using parallel structure is, ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. Historical references add credibility to your position and link the topic with the past. Jane has a good example. In 1980, our rugby club were champions for the first time. Or perhaps you would use a less specific historical reference. For example, long ago, Martin Luther King had a dream. I too have a dream today. Are you getting the idea? All of these language features are about taking your words and making them inspire, create feeling and connection, and motivate positive action in your audience. So, yes, the list is long, but it is a good list, full of promise and opportunity to improve your expression and transform your language use. So have fun adding colour to your language.